Shamika, what's going on here? Am I right, or is what's in the water, or what's in the training, what's in the culture, where black women want to be kings, not queens?
There's so much to talk about, Jason, when it comes to this, because it does seem when you look over the internet and when even in real life, you start to ask yourself, like, do black women need handlers like we're in a zoo? Or is it just that we don't have enough positivity pushed out there? Because, listen, I'm not saying that the men are right for walking away from black women, but I definitely understand. I see it so much and I get so frustrated with the way that we carry ourselves, that you want to be seen as this tough king, as you've said. You don't mind being seen as a slut or a whore. We're the only people that will put us ourselves out there, like, I got this WAP, or I got that, or my mouth can do this, I'm a throat goat. We are the only group of women that are fine portraying ourselves as sluts and whores and savages and think that it's okay. It's so much that goes into this. Like, I understand why men are tired of it, because we do seem to be the only ones that think that that's the way to go. And we are not training our women any differently. We're not teaching young girls that what you're seeing is not acceptable behavior, because we have so many older women who have a hard time with the fact that they are getting older, that they do the exact same things, setting terrible examples. I'm seeing videos of so-called aunties twerking and being half naked in videos, and this is the example that you're setting for young girls. So of course they're going to grow up to want to be exactly what has been put in front of them. I say it all the time that one of the best things my ex-husband ever said to me was, you're gonna be the first example for these girls. I took that to heart, and I realized that made me have a certain responsibility, that of course I'm not going to be perfect. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to do things that I wish I hadn't done. But it was just very important to me, when they look at me, to not see some of this foolishness that we see being pushed out in society and deemed appropriate or okay. We're not training these children up in the way that they should go, for sure.
I'm not. I don't. I just, the stuff that I see on social media, and maybe it's the way I got my feed rigged or whatever, but now I can't even say that, because it's not the stuff people are sending me. It's just like when you go just wandering around social media and Twitter, the videos that you just run into, and I'm just like, it just blows my mind. And I saw a video this morning of a comedian that, maybe, did I see it on Delano's Twitter feed? I can't remember, but I saw a video of a comedian trying to perform his act, and a black woman went Karen on him. And the comedian, I think, is half black and half white, or half black and half Asian. And as it turns out, as I looked, the woman was half black, half white. But I want to play this video of this comedian trying to do his job, and the kind of harassment he faced from this woman. Let's play the video.
Where credit is due. I'm probably the most pro-anti-Trump comic out there.
You're not.
Shut the f***
up. As a white guy trying to talk to black people.
I'm not.
Bitch, no, you're not.
What are you upset about? It's not me.
No, and shut up. Any black person ever tried to laugh at his jokes? No, a white person trying to make fun of black people.
See, now you're crying, and I was just trying to make you laugh.
No, don't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You a bitch.
No. Why do you think I'm doing this for a living? You think I was a football player? I'm a bitch. There's nothing you can say to me I haven't said 6 inches from the mirror. You're the first name going in my suicide note tonight. Have a good night, Kamala Harris. Now's the time I need you on my side.
No, that was the most racist joke ever.
No, I got like 4 more in the chamber.
What is that? I mean, this is what can you say? What can you joke about? He's at a comedy club cracking jokes, and then, no, that's the most racist joke ever. What you can't even have a good time. What is
Right.
it?
So for one, we've been made to feel like we can do no wrong. Black women hate correction, and I say it all the time. We hate correction, we hate accountability, but I have to say that it's been a lot of beta males that have made that possible. You talked about the Israelite wedding before I came on, and you said how the man was the last one to come down. I think, with our culture before and with Christianity, the church is the bride of Christ. And so Jesus loved the church so much that he died for us, right? But in return, the church hasn't been like, oh, F Jesus, Jesus ain't nothing. Jesus should worship us. But when it comes to Black women, because we feel like we have to be worshiped and we're not acting as the bride, should be. We should actually be wanting to celebrate these men that put us on a pedestal or that treat us right or that love us the way we're supposed to be loved or adore us. Instead, we're kind of giving men our ass to kiss. So I don't know how we actually make that okay, but if a man to a woman is supposed to look like the church to Jesus, we're doing a terrible job because Jesus, of course, loved the church, us as the body of Christ, but we're not doing that when it comes to Black women and Black men. We have decided, no, you're supposed to worship me and give yourself to me, and then I'm supposed to use you as a doormat and walk all over you. That's my thanks. That's the thanks that we feel like we owe men. No thanks, and here's my behind, worship me.
I'm looking at a study from the Pew Research Center, 2014-2015. Black men are twice as likely compared to Black women to marry outside of their race. And so Black women are trying to marry Black men, but Black men, 24% of newlyweds are marrying someone outside of their race, which lends to some of what you're discussing here. Black men don't seem to want to deal with it. This has been going on since the 80s. It's grown substantially. It was 8% of Black men in the 80s, only 3% of Black women marrying outside of their own race. Now it's 24% compared to 12%.